What are we doing today?
All right, what are we doing? That's a great question there, Gopher. We are doing the Old Granddad 114. So here it is. Our good old friend, the Old Granddad on the bottle, otherwise known as, anybody know?
Oh, I know this. I can't remember it. Oh, fuck.
I just know growing up, it was Jim Beam, Old Granddad, and Wild Turkey were the three bourbons that
Well,
were bottom shelf.
it's funny you mention that, Brian, because Old Granddad is a Jim Beam product. So two of those bottom shelfers are from the same company.
There you go.
You know, so
And it was like cheapo bourbons that you got back there.
yeah.
Speaking of cheapo, this is it's right up there with the cheap
Yeah.
at like $30 a bottle.
So we're back at Brian's place tonight. Great little basement bar, and trying out the Old Granddad. None of us have ever had it, I don't think. But it's a Jim Beam product. So for those of you who don't know, Jim Beam makes Jim Beam, obviously. Old Granddad, Knob Creek. They make Booker's. They make Baker's. No, not that one.
What's that?
Yes, that's one.
Oh my God, that's not the one I have.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's the one I have.
a lot of good stuff, affordable stuff coming out of there, and a lot of the Booker's is really their high end. But Old Granddad's been a real standby for years. Old Crow, did I mention Old Crow?
Oh, I remember Old Crow. Yeah,
It's also coming out of the same distillery.
that's right.
So,
and where's the distillery in?
It's in Kentucky. Well, we've passed it a few times. We never stopped there.
Old Crow?
No, Jim Beam.
Jim Beam Distillery.
Oh, plenty of time.
Yeah.
Didn't we sell and take pictures there one time?
We did. Yeah. So the Old Granddad 114.
High proof.
It's Old Granddad. You'll find Old Granddad in 3 different proofs. Okay, so they got the 80 proof is that bottom shelf one you were talking about. Then there's a 100 proof bottle and bottom.
I saw that. I almost got it instead of this one.
Yeah, and then the third one here is the 114, and that is the high proof of the 3. So I've never had it, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. It's reasonably priced. Think about 35. Is that what you paid for it? $30. Okay, well you can't beat that, right?
No, and I guess the bottom bomb was like 28. And I was like, you know what? I already had a bottle. I never liked that so much. I didn't want to take a chance on buying and saving $2.
Okay.
So I bought another bottle of this. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, color on it is not bad.
I don't like the sniff of it. I don't like the smell of it.
Well,
Gopher doesn't like the nose.
well, from what if we look back
I
at some
stuck
of
it
the
all
bourbons
off, so I don't have to drink it.
I liked, it seemed like you guys didn't like, so it'll probably be par for the course. But
Oh,
I was enjoying this.
oh, well, okay. Oh, it almost tastes like I'm drinking a scotch.
Very oaky.
Very scotchy.
There's the little burn right there.
I got the burn.
But when you first take a swig of it, you don't really feel it. It goes down all right until afterwards. Then you feel a little sting.
Try that out.
Chest.
See what you think. I don't like the nose at all, but that's up to you guys. I don't know.
I don't like the nose, huh?
What do you think?
I mean, it's not giving me a whole lot. To be honest with you,
Give me birdies.
I get the smoke smell. Yeah, but there isn't a lot.
a little smoky oaky. But yeah, not much on the nose. Give it a little sip here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay.
This is a bourbon though, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a high rye bourbon.
High
This does
rye
taste like a Jim Beam flavor profile. What I mean by that, like a peanut brittle. They're all kind of famous for that, and you could definitely taste that in here. It again is
Cinnamon.
almost over oaked. I don't know what the age on it is,
That's
but
what I'm trying to see. I don't
it
see
seems like it definitely spent some time in the barrel, and it's got a little bit of like a tobacco note at the end. Oaky tobacco, and definitely that peanut brittle is up front. I was expecting a bigger finish on this for 114. It
Say much.
it does have heat, but the heat is sort of mid palate more than it is on the finish. It sort of hits you like right after that peanut brittle, then comes the heat, and then comes that oak and the tobacco. And the finish is just kind of like a little cinnamon kiss. I would expect a little bit more heat on the end. I don't know. What do you think, Brian?
I like the smoky flavor of it. Having the proof that it is, I thought that was pretty for the 114 that it went down smoother than the proof that it was, to me anyway. So along with the price, and the smokiness that I would think of as a bourbon,
Yeah.
with the smoke, to me, it just seemed like a pretty good bargain. A few people that came over here tried something like, man, that's pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm on my second bottle now because
Oh, okay. So you must have
first
liked
bottle
it.
went pretty good. Yeah. So
Okay.
we'll do
Okay.
this in a couple of days.
It kind of tastes like a campfire whiskey, you know?
That's a good.
Yeah, like you're sitting around the campfire. It's smoky, you know. It's a little hot,
Little ice in it.
but it's not bad. I mean, for $35, I've certainly tasted worse.
It was 30.
30, okay. What do you
Good
got?
start.
What do you got to say, Gopher?
Well, it's very oaky. I mean, it's very, very oaky. But other than that, it has a good flavor going down. I can't get over the oak in the beginning.
A lot of oak.
Very
A
oak.
lot
Oh
of
my
oak,
god! I thought
Dark
it is.
wood.
I just chopped about 400 things oak wood, but it's very good. Um,
You were just splitting all those logs, right? It's kind of like
Thank
that.
God they're a nickel. I would never want to drink oak. Drink oak again in my life. I think they're a maple.
Okay. You know, now that you mentioned the maple, there's a little maple syrup in this too.
Yeah, but it's
On the back
it's a
end.
smoky maple. I call it smoky maple.
Mhm.
It's over. It's a little overbearing with the smoke.
Well, it's a little over, yeah, a little over smoked, a little
Yeah,
over.
yeah. So it's a little overbearing. It's like it should be smoking at the top. That's the way it should be when you open it. But
Okay.
but the flavor going down is not bad. I think the smoky oaky is a little too high. Still there. I was hoping it disappeared. Oh, this is not bad. It's just the
$30
I
bottle.
think the oaky is a little oaky.
Okay, we'll go to Double B. It's his
So,
place, so he's gonna kick us off on.
you know, when I think of bourbon, I think of the smoke. Is this over smoke? Yeah, okay, a little bit. It goes down to me pretty smooth for a proof that's at high, 114, and I guess just overall with price being $30, I was kind of impressed with the bottle, and just coming up with a number off the top of my head, I was trying to think what we did last year around. I seem like I went too low. So I'm gonna just go with just a 7 or a 6.8, somewhere 7, maybe 6.9. Let's go right in the middle.
6.9. All right.
Turn it upside down. It's still 6.9.
It is
Yeah, it is.
my favorite numbers.
I know we're all there.
All right, so it's a 6.9 from Double B. Yeah, this is a I mean, he's on his second bottle. I don't know, like, if I'd be buying going out, running out and buying a second bottle.
I didn't have this.
But it's
I didn't
yeah.
have anything else.
Well,
it's a store.
yeah, Brian sometimes, you know, we're trying with him, but he's a work in progress.
Yeah, I'll call one day.
I go through it too quick. I can't.
Color's
say bottles,
fine.
guys.
No drawback there. The nose is very unimpressive. You really gotta draw out the nose. And I think actually now that I'm like really trying hard, The biggest note I get on the nose is really that maple wood on the nose. Could just as easily be shoe polish, but it's in that same family.
I got some in my car, got some shoe polish.
I got some right there. Closet.
So the palate, there's a little bit of an ethanol burn. There's peanut brittle, which is again that Jim Beam flavor profile. There's a little burn, little ethanol. Once you get past that,
why can't I have peanut butter?
once you get past that, you get a little tobacco, you get a lot of oak, you get a lot of smoke, there's a little maple, and a little cinnamon on the finish. So it does take you through a little journey on the palate. And again, at $30, I mean, that's a good thing. That ethanol is a little off-putting, but otherwise not a terrible pour. The over oak and the over smoke, just to me, it's like, when we were smoking bourbon at one time.
Yes.
We compared the one that was on the single smoker versus the one that was sitting in the box for a while. And this is like the one that was sitting in the box too long, like it was just too much oak. So for me, I think this one gets a 6.5 from me. I'm just not loving it. I'm not hating it, but I mean, it's just a little too much of the wrong things. I would like to see I would like to see different notes come forward, like that maple, like that tobacco. I'd like to get a little bit more of that and a little less of the oak and smoke. But again, for $30, I'm at 6.5.
So I get like my house just burnt the hell down.
I couldn't smell that a lot either.
Wow, it's just what?
I couldn't smell a lot either.
It's not, the nose is not much. Yeah, it's hard to, you
I
really
get
gotta
no
work on it.
peanut brittle, but this stuff you say it's a 6.4 and a 6.9.
I said 6.5, he says 6.9, yeah.
Based on price, based on it's a high proof.
Yeah, I mean, the
Well, I
best thing
guess
this
it's
guy
the
going
beginning of
for.
the year and Gopher always goes low. Well, I'm going low today.
Oh, boy.
I'm going with a 4.5. The smell of that stuff is like,
There's not hardly any smell.
oh, you got a birdie's. You got birdie's taste right on top of it.
All right, well,
It smells just like birdie's.
the Gophers in rare form tonight.
No, tell me the truth. It's
Any
so low.
chance that one had of having surviving the top 10 just went down the tubes.
When the top,
Yeah.
But, yeah,
that
what-
won't pass the top 100.
what
Could help move it up a little bit.
What can we say? The Gopher calls them like he sees them and smells them and tastes them. So, all right, well, that's going to be overall pretty low score. It's tough when we only have 3 because if one of them's the Gopher, it always walks away with a pretty low score. But
Hey,
That's
sometimes
okay.
I'm pretty high on good ones.
you had fair scores last week.
I do the high
But,
scores when it's good stuff.
Anything 8 or higher?
It's better to have a 4th guy to balance you out a little bit.
I think the 4th guy's out.
Then you drop
I don't
the
think
last
it's going
forward,
back.
you get a real
But anyway, I think my takeaway on the old granddad is that it's not the worst $30 you'll spend. And I didn't mention Jim Beam also makes Basil Hayden,
Oh yeah, no kidding.
and that's also the guy who's on faces on the bottle. That is Basil Hayden.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
That's him.
It's
He's
Basil
the-
Hayden's granddad,
It's a beginning
whose
bourbon.
name is also Basil Hayden. What?
It's a beginning bourbon. Beginning drinker's bourbon.
Well, for a higher proof, I think this probably compares well with the full proof from what is it, the Buffalo the benchmark full proof.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty much there. It's in that
Yep.
same
I
category.
think it smells.
That's
good.
like a 130 or something.
Just changes it. So
I mean,
yes, I would say
that'd be interesting, but I think that's what I'm thinking. That's the category.
Yep.
The bottom shelf high proof bourbon category. So there you go. My thoughts. But like I said, you could do worse for $30. If you're looking for if you're looking for a little bang for your buck, reach for the benchmark foolproof, reach for the old granddad, and you know.
So that, don't believe it.
But hey Brian, we appreciate you having us over again, and hopefully we can get back here. We're always happy to be here, and
This is better than that.
cheers to the old granddad. It's hopefully not the worst bourbon we'll have this year. All right, so cheers, guys.
Cheers, everybody.
All right.